What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? All right, so listen, it's a different kind. Well, I mean, we've done these kind of videos before, where we need to have a bit of a talk. There's two things that I want to talk about in this video. Okay, so the first topic that you know what, I guess we could look at our projects first, and then we'll get into it. Yeah, a lot of red right now, and this evening, Jasmy down 8.3% on the day. We're just going to skim through these here, guys, so we can get to the topic at hand. So Jasmy down, like I said, 8.3%. Volume's low. XCN down 8%. Volume's low across the board, really, guys. ZBEC down only 2.3%. Not bad, not bad. There's some good buying opportunities out there right now, guys. And what did we do? We didn't look at Swift, 4.5% down. Volume's terrible. So anyway, guys, I just want to have a brief look at those. And you know what? Let's pull up the Bitcoin chart before we get into it as well. I know you guys want to see where we're at with Bitcoin. Because as Bitcoin goes, so does the markets. I speculated earlier that we may see this be a bearish encompassing candle by the time tomorrow rolls around. Depends how things play out. Now, tomorrow and the tariffs is one of the topics I wanted to talk about. But first, I wanted to talk about something else. Now, I had a conversation, I think it was yesterday or the day before, with somebody on over on the Patreon, actually. And, they were completely encompassed with their emotions, right? Completely. The mindset was completely destroyed due to fear, right? And regret and hindsight. Now, I wanted to talk specifically about hindsight in this market, okay? You cannot allow hindsight. If you don't know what hindsight is, I mean, most people do, but if you don't know what it is, guys, it's looking back with regret on a decision you did or didn't make, but, and looking back and being able to say, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? That's essentially hindsight, right? So, one of the worst things you can do in this market is either make a trade, take profits on something, or not take profits on something. Whatever your trade is, whatever the move is that you did or did not make, right? You do not have. I don't care how good of a chart, a technical analyst you are. I don't care how much you know about the macroeconomic situation, whether it's provincially or globally, whatever you want to call it, right? I am aware of all angles personally. I do TA. I pay very close attention to the macros, and I cannot see for certain what's going to happen next. Nobody can, okay? So without that benefit, looking back on any decision you did or did not do is one of the worst things you can do. You will drive yourself crazy looking back and going, oh, I should have taken profits on this because I would be able to do this with that money right now. What are you talking about? What are you really talking about at the end of the day? You're working yourself up into a tizzy over something that isn't real. It's a fugazi. It doesn't exist, right? And the same thing goes for taking profits and then seeing the project you took profits on, continue to go parabolic after you took profits, right? That's a win. It doesn't matter how high it goes after. If you are in a project and you are up big and you take profits and it continues to go after you take your profits, it's none of your business where the price goes after you sell. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Paying attention to that only serves to drive you crazy on what could have been, okay? One of the most rookie mistakes you can make in crypto is to do that, is to continue to look at the past trades you did or didn't make, with regret, and actually work yourself up in emotion about it, and be upset, and be, venting about it, and toxic about it, and angry about it, and like, at that point, if that's how you're feeling on any trade you did or didn't make, I highly, highly encourage you at this point to just stop for a second. Stop talking, stop posting, stop thinking about the trade. Step back from it. Try to step out of the situation. Look at it for what it is and ask yourself, does what I'm doing right now make sense? Right? You have to be able to do that to be successful in this space. Because at that point, if that's what you're doing, in all intensive purposes, emotionally and mentally, mentally as it relates to this asset class, you're out of control. You are completely out of control. You have spiraled into an emotional typhoon that's wrecking you. It's wrecking you, right? So you cannot do that, guys. You have to be able to stop yourself, right? If you don't have the strength to do that, talk to somebody. Unfortunately, one of the members that was, feeling this some kind of way, had the support of our community behind them. We rallied around him and we helped this individual out to kind of have a broader perspective of the situation. Okay. Second, another little aspect of that is this: if there's a project that you're holding and it pumps hard, right, and you don't take profits and it rides back down, I don't know, big, let's say 75%, it rides back down again, right? But we're not even close to the end of the cycle. We're not even close to any kind of altcoin season or blow off top or anything like that, right? Being upset about it again doesn't make sense, right? There's a lot of projects, for example, personally, that I held back in December that pumped huge. I didn't sell any of it. And I didn't sell a lot of them, right? But I'll tell you this: I don't regret, or I'm not looking back upset that I didn't, because when I purchased these projects, my target was, X amount of money. I had a plan and I stick to my plan. Regardless of what's happening, I stick to my plan. I have found, for all the years I've been doing this, that is what is the most effective way of doing it, right? That is how success is done in this space. Consistency, logic, no emotion. Well, I can't say, listen, I can't say no emotion. I'm not acting on emotional, right? I'm emotional. Everyone gets emotional in this space, right? But there's a difference, and you have to be able to control yourself, right? So do not let hindsight destroy you in this space, guys. One of the biggest rookie mistakes that people make in this space is that, okay? Now, moving on to tomorrow. Well, today, now it's 2 o'clock in the morning where I am. This tariff situation here, April 2nd, right? Now, I've been asked about 1,000 times today, what's going to happen tomorrow, right? I'm saying tomorrow in reference to April 2nd because, yes, it's tomorrow today, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. I've been asked over 1,000 times, what's going to happen tomorrow? And I have avoided, I have done my best to avoid, um, you know, answering it in any kind of way outside of flat out, I don't know. I don't know, right? Mr. T, you know who I'm talking about, one of the most unpredictable gentlemen I've ever seen, right? Who knows what he'll do or say tomorrow? Who knows what responses will be tomorrow? Who knows how things will play out tomorrow? Any YouTuber out there that's telling you throughout today that they know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow is full of it. Full of it, right? Now, some will guess and get lucky because, There's only going to be really one of two things, right? The market's going to pump or the market's going to dump. So some people will guess that it's going to dump and they'll be right, or vice versa. Some people will guess that it's going to go up and they'll be right. But when you're playing with such a strong macroeconomic scenario, charts don't mean anything in this situation. Nothing. There's no chart you can look at that's going to tell you how things are going to play out with the tariffs tomorrow. So anyone telling you that they know, it's full of malarkey and tomfoolery, right? Jibber jabber. We talked about that on the Patreon tonight. So that's the best way that I can answer what's going to happen tomorrow. I've mentally prepared for both scenarios, right? The way I look at it is as follows. If the market dumps, which it seems like it's starting to try to do, then I'm going to have an opportunity to buy a whole bunch of altcoins. And to be honest with you, I've been buying altcoins this whole time, right? Like this whole time we've been down here, every single day I've been DCAing. The Patreon members, they get my buy and sell alerts, so they know what I've been buying and all that stuff. In saying that, so I win. I win if it goes down. Now, if it just suddenly skyrockets, we break through 91K, we start closing daily candles up there, and we start heading back towards new all-time highs over the next couple of months. Awesome. I win because my bags are packed. So you see my mentality? Do you see what I'm saying, guys? You see how my mentality is a win-win. No matter what the market does, I have positioned myself financially, emotionally, and mentally to win no matter what happens, right? I'm not betting it all on the market pumping tomorrow or else I'm going to be devastated emotionally or anything like that, right? And that's how you have to be. Every single day in crypto is an opportunity. What are you going to do about it? Right? What are you going to do about it? You know? I don't know why I tried to say that in an Italian accent, but what are you going to do about it, right? So just some food for thought, guys, right? I know that people are frustrated. I know that, the market theoretically should have started pumping at the beginning of March, for crying out loud. But, it seemingly this tariff situation may have delayed the market by a month and a half, 2 months or so. We'll see what happens, right? I mean, we've been doing things like tracking the M2 money supply, for example, and things still look very, very bullish for the future. For the rest of this year, things look fantastic. So it's just day by day, guys, day by day. Pay attention to what's going on and just find a way to win. No matter which direction the market goes in, find a way to win. Because there's always a way to win in this market. Always. Right? So, little food for thought, guys. And listen, if you are emotional, if you do have a hard time with these things, get over to the Patreon, guys. Join our community. We're live over there every single evening. Like I said, every time we have a member over there that's kind of breaking down, the cracks are caving, the emotions are coming through, the whole community rallies behind and supports and helps out, right? On top of that, you can also book one-on-one coaching calls with me personally for free over there, right? Where we can sit down privately, one-on-one, have a video chat, and I can help walk you through all of this, guys. If you need help with your portfolio, let's have a look at it. Let's get together. Let's have a private conversation. We'll look at your portfolio. We'll make sure you're not over diversified or inside of projects that are only going to maybe 2x or something like that. You want to maximize the potential ROI on your portfolio. I can help you do that, right? So come on over, join the live streams on the Patreon, schedule a one-on-one with me personally. Let's have a chat. Let's get you pointed in the right direction. And we drop a lot of gem videos over there. I just dropped another lesson video over there. Call them lesson videos. We do a lot of training over there, education in crypto as well. Dropped another one of those videos today. So you're definitely going to want to check that out, guys. The link is down below. Give it a shot, guys. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Get a community behind you that's going to help navigate you through these hard times. And yeah, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see what happens.